Hey guys, welcome to another Cutter vlog. On today's episode, we are talking about the world's greatest sleep system. That's right, I said it. The Dominator 2.0 sleep system. Boom, let's go, baby. All right, the Dominator 2.0 sleep system. It's a cowboy bedroll on steroids. Now, a couple things that we need to get out in the open and just so everybody can breathe a little bit. One, we recognize that this is not for backpacking. It's pretty big and it's really heavy. It was never designed for backpacking. So if you see this video or you see other product videos about the Dominator and your initial thought is, that's so pathetic, that's so heavy, who would ever want that for backpacking? The answer is no one, because it's not for backpacking and we didn't design it for backpacking. However, if you have a vehicle or horses, it's amazing. You're gonna love it. The second thing is we also want to address that we didn't invent the bedroll. Bedrolls have been around for over 1,000 years, and the cowboy bedroll has been around for a really long time as well. And we didn't invent that, but we took that concept and we gave it a lot of steroids and we made a lot of improvements to it, and it's the Dominator 2.0, and it's incredible. And although you may have some hesitations about it and whether or not it's right for you, hopefully by the end of this video you'll realize it's worth trying out, and we promise that if you do, you'll be in the comments saying that really is the best sleep system in the world. Trust me. The other thing we need to understand before we dive deeper into the Dominator 2.0 bedroll or sleep system is a brief history about why does this thing exist? Where did it come from? What happened? Well, my father, AKA Father Wisdom, in the early 1990s, coming up to 2000, had several experiences when he would leave work, he'd go out with his buddies, drive to a unit to go elk hunting or deer hunting. They'd get there in the middle of the night after work, throw out with their pad and a sleeping bag just out on the ground near the truck or the horse trailer. And one location they would go to, inevitably a thunderbuster would come through in the middle of the night, and it wouldn't rain a lot, but it would rain enough to where it would wake you up and make you a little uncomfortable, and so you'd have to get up and get in or under the horse trailer or truck, right? And then he also had experiences where he's sleeping in his sleeping bag on a cot in the bottom of this canyon, and the wind was blowing all night, blowing into his sleeping bag. He was freezing cold, really uncomfortable. And his thoughts were just, I need something that will protect me from a little thunderbuster, nothing huge, just enough to protect me so I don't have to get up at night. Something that will keep the wind off me in the middle of the night, and that will keep my gear clean and protected from the elements. It was never meant to be bomb-proof. It was never meant to take on a lot. Since then, however, it has morphed to become bomb-proof. No matter whether it's raining or snowing, whether it's warm or really cold, the Dominator 2.0 sleep system is incredible for your outdoor adventures. That's a little background. It's grown since then. It has had a few iterations from the early days, but the first ones were sewn in 2001. So this thing has been around for a while. It has been tested for over 20 years, 24 years now, and we still have some of the originals still kicking around. You could take it and use it. They are made to last. We're super proud of this product, and most people who give it a try love it. Now, we are gonna take some time. We're gonna send this over to T to go into a deeper dive of some concerns that y'all might have, but also some reasons why the Dominator 2.0 is such an advantageous sleep system to have if you love getting outdoors and if you love to run and gun or just enjoy a quick camp with your buddies, whether you're going to hang out or fishing or glassing or hunting. It's the sleep system to have. So without further ado, let's send it over to T and let's dive into it.
What's up, guys? T here, up in the mountains this morning, and like Seth said, I'm gonna go over some of the things that we get commonly asked about the Dominator from those that haven't experienced it yet, some of the common concerns, and hopefully answer those with some of the real advantages that this sleep system has to offer. So let's get into it. First thing, one of, if not the most common concern that we get online about the Dominator 2.0 is, how do I breathe in that thing? Now, as you can see, I just had those zippers open under this, we call this the storm flap right here, this little extra overhanging piece of canvas. Now, this bedroll is designed to keep these zipper pulls apart about 15 inches under the storm flap. There's one of these on either side of the bedroll, so there's one behind me. So when I'm laying down on my back, I can have an air gap on either side of my shoulders, promotes breathability, mitigates condensation, and it works really well. Now, I know some of you, when you see that gap, might be thinking, well, I'm gonna get bugs in there with me, I'm gonna get critters, I'm gonna get snakes are gonna crawl into my bedroll with me. Well, that's exactly why we make this mesh insert. Keeps all the bugs out, keeps any creepy crawlies out of your bedroll, and keeps you nice and cozy inside all by your lonesome. Now, there's always going to be people that say, well, why would I ever use that when I can just use a tent that has more space, it weighs less, might take less room in my car. And honestly, like we said before, the bedroll might not be for every single person out there, but we believe it does offer a lot of advantages over a tent. Some of those being comfort. There's a 3-inch foam pad that I'm sitting on here that is extremely comfortable. It's a high density foam. I can lay it out anywhere on like lava rock or whatever, and I'm gonna sleep comfortable as long as it's like relatively flat. If there's a few bumps and stuff, I'm not gonna feel it and I'm gonna sleep really comfortable. Two other advantages a canvas cutter bedroll offers over a tent are convenience and durability. Convenience, because everything I need to have a really comfortable night's rest is kept inside of my bedroll. I never have to pack or unpack it. My sleeping bag is in there, my pad, my pillow. I can keep a hygiene kit in there, a pair of shorts to sleep in. I keep all my stuff in there and it all rolls up in one unit, always ready to go at any time. So anytime I need to go somewhere, I just grab it and I'm gone. Now, as for durability, our gear is made with exceptionally high quality materials and it is made very well. All the seams are double stitched and taped. It's made out of a 14.5-ounce canvas. It's a pretty heavy duty canvas. And it's just made really well, and it will legitimately, if you treat your canvas cutter gear well, it will legitimately last generations. One of the original bedrolls that Father Wisdom sewed back in like 2000, 2001, you can still use it to this day, and it works phenomenally. It was sewed almost 25 years ago. That's a generational kind of product, which is what we're striving for here at Canvas Cutter. So that kind of jumps into the next concern that some people might have about the Dominator 2.0 sleep system. Let's address the elephant in the room, the price. Some people are going to see the price of this sleep system and they are going to scoff and they're going to be like, how dare you, how could you charge so much money for that? And here's what I have to say to that. This sleep system is it more expensive than a tent that you're going to find at Walmart? Yes, absolutely it is. Is it going to last far, far longer? Absolutely. This thing will outlast every tent you can find on a shelf at a store. Now, we're all about that buy once, cry once mentality here at Canvas Cutter. So, does the price appear really high? At first glance, when you don't know very much about the system, you haven't used it before, yes, it can appear like it's very expensive and costly. But that price comes with a lot of benefits and a long, long history of being tested in the great outdoors against every kind of weather element you can think of. And it's been proven time and time again to last for a very long time and keep you comfortable, dry, and out of any kind of bad weather. One of the other comments we get quite often on some of our YouTube videos or our shorts or reels is, it looks like a bear burrito, or something along the lines of, is it gonna protect me from bears? No, it's gonna protect you from a bear just as much as any other tent would. Just because it's a smaller footprint doesn't mean that it's more likely to be attacked by bears. I feel like a lot of people comment that if you're going to be sleeping in any kind of tent, this offers you the exact same amount of protection from a grizzly, which is not much. So if that's really a concern of yours, that you're going to be in grizzly country and you don't want to risk it, well, number one thing I would say is, as long as you're not packing snacks in your bedroll or anything that smells pretty strongly, you're probably going to be fine. But if it's really a concern of yours, then yeah, you probably don't want to be in any kind of tent in bear country. All right, the last concern that we need to address about our Dominator bedroll sleep system is a lot of people are concerned about the weight. This is a really silly one in my opinion, because this is clearly not made for backpacking. Can you pack it on a pack animal? Absolutely you can. People do it all the time. But it is not made to be packed on your back. That's not what this is for. And if you've watched this video and you still don't understand that, and what other advantages it has to offer just right out of your truck or your car, then I don't know how to help you. It might not be for you. But your truck is never going to complain about the weight. And honestly, for all the other advantages it offers, the weight is not a big deal when you're not packing it on your own back. So that's pretty much it. I think we've addressed most things. If you've got any other questions or concerns about the Dominator bedroll, feel free to leave them in the comments. But we're gonna head back down into the valley, get back to the studio, and close this video out.
All right, guys, I hope that you enjoyed that video. I hope it was insightful and addressed some of your concerns and questions, and also helped you understand this sleep system and why it is so awesome. It's incredible. You will love it, I promise. If you want more details on its dimensions and how waterproof it is and all that, we have other videos that you can check out on our YouTube channel. They'll pop up here in just a second. And until next time, keep on keeping on. You guys know what to do. You guys know what to do.